I call the honourable member for Hinkler.
Well, thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I rise to speak about a number of things which are fantastic that are happening in my electorate of Hinkler because this government is delivering. Now, last Friday I launched my annual Shop Local campaign, calling on local residents to support local businesses this Christmas. Now, the hashtag Bundy Bay and Bush campaign promotes the benefits of shopping locally. Buying and spending locally starts a cycle that will benefit everyone in the Hinkler electorate. Supporting our local businesses and being a tourist in our own backyard injects money and confidence into the local economy. This then helps businesses create jobs and opportunities for current and future generations. Now, for anyone that might be listening on the off chance that they're on radio or online who doesn't know much about the electorate, well, let me tell you what a wonderful place it is. Hinkler is home to some of Queensland's best natural holiday destinations. Known as the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, the Bundaberg region is Australia's premier location for observing nesting sea turtles. Now, it's turtle season right now, Mr Deputy Speaker, at Monrepo Beach, where the largest concentration of marine turtles nest on the eastern Australian mainland, and it also has the most significant loggerhead turtle nesting population in the South Pacific region. Now, you can go out with the rangers from the Monrepo Turtle Centre and you can see these majestic creatures laying their clutches. Now, early in the new year, you could be lucky enough to see the hatchlings emerge and make their journey to the ocean. Hervey Bay at the southern end of the electorate is regarded as one of the best places in the world to watch humpback whales. The safe sheltered waters provided by Lady Elliot, Lady Musgrave and Fraser Island make the Hinkler area a launching pad to an aquatic paradise year-round for scuba diving, for sailing, for water sports and fishing. Now, some of the other great tourism opportunities in my electorate include the Bundaberg Rum Distillery, which also includes their new visitor experience, and the Bundaberg Brew Drinks Factory, the home of the world-famous Bundaberg ginger beer. Now, this Christmas I want to encourage my constituents to get out and check out these tourist hotspots for themselves and tell as many people as possible so that they may also want to come and visit. Now, as members of Parliament, Mr Deputy Speaker, as I'm sure you're aware, we can be great advocates and great ambassadors for our region, but so can our constituents. Now, for the launch of my Shop Local campaign, I had the fantastic support of well-known Bundaberg business owner Dale Rathamel. Now, Dale knows firsthand the importance of communities supporting local business. He's owned his business for a decade, 10 years, and is building a new facility using local contractors. So he can see the potential for growth in our region, and he is literally putting his money where his mouth is. Now, Dale knows that if people spend locally, then businesses can invest, they can expand, they can hire more staff, they can support sporting and community groups, and in his words, the wheels will keep spinning. So Dale himself shops local. He encourages his staff to do the same. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Dale, as well as Kay McCotter, Linda Carlsey, Larry Birch, Craig Van Rooyen and Brian and Jill Perry for their continued support of the Shop Local campaign. Now, small and medium businesses, Mr Deputy Speaker, are the engine room of our nation. Many are family run by mums and dads, by aunts and uncles and siblings, and they contribute some $340 billion to the economy, including to regional economies right across this country. There are an estimated 8,541 small businesses within the Hinkler electorate, and across Australia, small businesses employ more than 4 million people. Now, they need our support, and I hope that my constituents do so during this festive season. Over the past few weeks and months, I've had the opportunity to see firsthand how the coalition government continues to deliver for communities like mine. The Stronger Communities program has been a great success in my region, and the program allocates each federal electorate with $150,000 over 2 years, with eligible community groups applying for grants of between $5,000 and $20,000 for small capital projects. Now, all applications need to commit at least matching funding or in-kind contributions, and it has been a great success, Mr Deputy Speaker. In my electorate, the successful recipients have used those funds for a wide variety of projects, barbecue trailers to kitchen upgrades and the replacement of vital small equipment. The Stronger Communities program has been a real boost for community groups and organisations that would otherwise struggle to generate the funding for this type of program. Now, Mr Deputy Speaker, I know that you've done a lot of fundraising yourself. Now, that is a lot of sausage sizzles and a lot of lamingtons to raise up to $5,000 or $20,000. Now, on Saturday in Bundaberg, I saw the Australian Sugarcane Railway's new tamping machine, purchased with their Stronger Communities funding, and it was in action. The 2-kilometre rail track has flooded twice, costing the not-for-profit group considerable time and money to repair. The tamping machine will dramatically reduce the time and back-breaking work in replacing sleepers and any repairs required. And can I say, Mr Deputy Speaker, it's a bit like coming home when you go to a group like this, made up of retired tradespeople, engineers and operators. Now, the Sugarcane Railway is a wonderful tourist attraction. In our region, it's carried more than 540,000 passengers, 500,000, since it began in 1988, and this new equipment will see the railway well into the future. The new machine, which packs the underside of the sleepers, has made a huge difference in terms of maintenance on the track. Now, previously, it took some 3 days for a gang of up to 8 men or women to replace 80 sleepers. Now, the machine can pack approximately 100 in an hour with just 2 people operating the machine. And can I say, I saw a demonstration on the weekend. It's a big difference to use a tamping machine compared to the 15-kilo jackhammers that they have done previously. And it's a long way from a pickaxe, which they used to use quite regularly. Now, the concrete sleepers, which are made at another local business, the Isis Sugar Mill, and their sleeper manufacturing plant, have a much longer lifespan than the timber ones. Last week, I also met with Creative Regions, a local arts organisation which hosts community events and has developed a range of major arts and cultural projects designed to engage communities. They've purchased low-cost equipment to host pop-up events in the Bundaberg region. Now, each kit includes portable sound, lighting, furniture and marquees, and it reduces the cost of hosting pop-up events, and they'll be made available to community groups. Now, I had the opportunity to tour the facilities at Creative Regions, including their pop-up shop, the Artist in Residence apartment, workshop space and meeting room for community use. I've also met with the Harvey Bay Amateur Fishing Club to check out their new purpose-built barbecue trailer, all of which have been supported and helped to be funded through the Stronger Communities grants. The trailer will allow the club to run sausage sizzles to raise more funds so it can host community fishing and education clinics to promote best practice and techniques in fishing for all ages from juniors to grandparents. The club will also lend the trailer to other community groups for use by them for other fundraising activities. The club's had success in encouraging mature-aged people, as well as families with young children, to go out, to go fishing and enjoy an improved, active, healthier lifestyle in the outdoors. The Harvey Bay Amateur Fishing Club was incorporated in 1975 and currently has over 107 financial members. The members have up to 30 years' experience in local fishing, and they actively promote recreational fishing within the Fraser Coast. Now, while we're in Harvey Bay, Mr Deputy Speaker, the Surf Lifesaving Club was able to upgrade its kitchen facilities and provide a shaded outdoor area, thanks to its Stronger Communities grants. The upgrade means the clubhouse can be hired out for functions, which will provide increased revenue to support the club's life-saving activities, such as the purchase of emergency first aid and rescue equipment. As is the case in many regional areas, as I know you're aware, Mr Deputy Speaker, the local surf club is the hub for local and surrounding communities, with the facilities being accessed extensively for functions, for education programs, for social gatherings. And the Harvey Bay Surf Lifesaving Clubhouse is used 3 days a week to provide a social outing for Indigenous elders, including a meal prepared in the kitchen, and the upgrade that's been provided will allow this to continue. Now, the shaded outdoor area is also a priority for the club, as it will host the 2017 Junior State Championships, which will bring an influx of people to the region. And when I say an influx, I mean thousands. The Junior State Championships in Queensland for surf lifesaving is an enormous event. The new shaded area will protect nippers from the sun during training and off-beach activities and provide an additional space from which to watch surf events. And last but definitely not least, I want to speak about the great job that Global Care Bundaberg is doing in providing for the less fortunate in our community. Now, it will use its Stronger Communities grant to purchase a cold room so it can give fresh fruit and vegetables in its food parcels which it's provided for the last 9 years. Now, the organisation provides food hampers to about 30 families a week and low-cost groceries to approximately 100 families, but demand, unfortunately, is growing about 10% a week. Now, the common thread that ties all of these projects together is that they benefit the community in one way or another. And these groups and organisations are using their funds to purchase equipment locally and are hiring local contractors, showing their support for local businesses. Now, it's this coalition government that is putting communities first. Through funding provided through the Stronger Communities program, by the actions we are taking as a government, we are delivering for communities, we are enabling positive change. And Mr Deputy Speaker, I know you're a strong supporter of the Communities Grants program. Certainly I look forward to, if there's any capacity to continue it in its current form, I think that would be greatly appreciated. Now, I know you, as others, have spoken to the shareholding minister and Senator Nash. This is a great program. I'd like to see it extended into the future if possible. it's a lot of sausages. The capacity to actually provide these funds in the short term is a great advantage to them, and I thank you.